Hello YouTube and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. And let me turn down the music there. That was a little loud on my end. And yeah, we are back, and just realized that where we're at here is right at the end of where these miners are. I kind of am tempted to rebuild the mall along this axis. Let me go back into the map here. Orientate, so north is up there. You can see that going this direction now, we're going to have, I guess that's rotating it. Don't want to rotate it. Let's see, we have plenty of space up top. If we wanted to redo a lot of these machines, and we can make them way more compact. And if we do them above this line here, we can avoid this kind of stuff. And we really don't need to do anything until we get down to the coal in terms of adding stuff back onto the line. So this is looking pretty decent so far. And of course we can always continue adding as we go to the right. So let's get back to here. So yeah, I think I might just go ahead and do that. And I'm thinking, we want to start up here because as we do the assemblers, I mean, this is the stuff that's going to be right there. Let's see what we've got here. I just want to make this roughly the same size as one of these squares, right? There's oh, yeah, that's got the foundations, that's fine. And then we want without the foundations. I'm doing this in part to actually gain back some soil, because I will need to use that later, but also just to make this look better, I need to clear out some of this stuff here. Okay, so now I'm out of items there. And actually, since we've been storing some, let's go back here and see how many do we have. So we got whole stacks. The stack is 1,000. Let me take that. Okay, but this is what I'm thinking of doing. Starting here. My cat wants to discuss things with me as well, apparently. So if we come down here, we can just build what stuff do I want to build? So we're building all the components already, but the mall would be building this kind of stuff. I'm going to need to build the new equipment too. Oh, we got this thing too. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. So that's just an upgraded one of these. So I'm thinking we'll start with that. I just don't know how many items that I'm going to need. And let's see, go back here. We want the foundation. Just giving myself this space for the moment. Okay, so if I'm going to do this, I will need to actually do it correctly. So we want steel and gears. Everything's going to need steel. And actually, yes, I do think I want to put this one more back. Think of, yeah, I want it on the side. I think the side should be fine. Actually, I don't need to raise this one up because it's on the end. So we could actually just literally, we're gonna have other stuff coming through though. I'm gonna put this up there, I think. Actually, where I'm, yeah, I do want to raise this up because I realize that where this will come through, we're going to need it on the edge. And gears was the other one, right? Yeah. So this actually needs to be the one that comes out here, so it's closest, and then this needs to be there. Let's verify these. No, I need the gears. Let's verify those are the gears. Yep. That's not the version of this that I want. That's the version I want. Okay, so I gotta go one more over. This doesn't look right, so I mean, this is the line. It's got to go from here, I think, right? Yeah. And I only want one assembler at a time. But I know things like these, we're going to have upgrades to these, and the upgrades will require the old versions, right? So like this, you can see requires the old version of these, and then electric motors. Or is it just regular motors? Electric motors. So yeah. So we want to be able to store and then probably do another row back here for anything that does get upgraded. But that will also mean that any other types of items that might be needed for the upgrades need space to come through as well. So I think what I will do is leave an entire gap in between, have the storage back out here. Make sure that we don't do the ground here, and I'll just get rid of this stuff really quick. So I want the whole space in between these. This can be like right on the edge. We need a little more space in between too. So I don't want it too compact, I guess. Let's just check the recipe again here. So 2 up front, 1 in the back. So that's fine with doing this because they will fill at the same rate that way. And I actually want to test and if I'm putting this in, I want to make sure I don't break anything. So I'm not going in front on these. So we'll do that. Okay. I also think I should be able to move that through here, right? Too close. Does it work if it's 1 away? Like, I'm thinking that I should be able to offload. I can. Okay. And, you know, I don't even want to limit this box. I'll just go ahead and take the whole box because when we upgrade, we might need all of those. And since assemblers, I mean, we're not emptying this. Whatever the final version of the upgrade is, which probably will be this one here, that's going to be the max that we'll upgrade to. We're not going to be, we'll probably not be using those in anything else, like where they'll be consumed. It's not like the science where you keep producing stuff and it gets obliterated. Okay, so now I'll leave the one blank here. Come across over to here. Put that on the edge there. And this is going to be these things. So it'll be the chips. Everything's going to be using these two, and this recipe is 1-to-1, so it doesn't matter which one I pull through really first. So I'll just keep this one for consistency, where it was 1 back from here. Yeah. I am looking for making this like more ideal, so I am more concerned about stuff like that this time. Okay, there they are. And so if we want to make these go roughly the same speed, then I can just add 2 of these in. And let me just make sure I've got no foundations on this. Gotta make it look good, right? I might put foundations on here later, but for now, I only want it where the machines are. And in the future, the machines could be like right here, because I could just port that straight in. For example, right now I can build this one. That's going to build 2 of them at a time. It'll take 2 from here. So, yeah, okay, this is a perfect example then. So what I want to do is from here. Yay, we're going to build this. This can go into there. And then we'll want that on the other side. So we need an engine. Is it this? Yes, so this needs to come through. And that is definitely out of alignment there. I wonder if I can put this in first. That is weird that it doesn't look like the grid changes or anything. But it definitely does not allow it to fit there. I wonder if this can go in like that. Looks like it'll let me do that. Okay, and so now that I'm creating these things, I really don't need these anymore. Like, I don't see a reason why we would, other than power use, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab some of these, though. Because you can see these, the power is 36, the idle is 9,000 watts. 9,000. Okay, well, the idle consumption is identical, but the work, this is 18, this is 36, so this is twice as much energy to use it. That would be the only reason not to use it, really. I have plenty of power right now. Let's see, so that's going through there too. And I mean, I'm going to have full box loads of this anyway. Actually, that reminds me. So I've got like 2 of these here. I can remove and replace with just 1 of those. And actually, seeing that, I do want to replace the output. It still pauses while it stacks, so I might need even faster for this, but I do want to replace this then. looks good. That looks good. Ah, yes, the plates are definitely slowing down now, you can see. It's because it's being used in lots of places. Probably when I took the... well, yeah, it's definitely getting used for the landfill here. But, and that needs the steel in order to do that. But it's also being used to create like the circuit boards, all this. So yeah, this is where creating the mall is going to go slow, but it will eventually pile up. And that's kind of the point of it, is have this going in the background and not really paying attention to it, and you come by when you need your supplies. That's like the only reason for it. So, yep. So we're going to have shortages of steel for, or not steel, iron plates for a while. Well, it does all of that. You can see the curvature of the globe on this as well. Okay, so we've got this stuff done. Let's see. The next thing that has upgrades is going to be this to this. But before I do that, I am running into where this stuff will be located. And I don't want to ruin that, even though I have... I mean, these are both better production than this one. So if I'm going to hide one of these, because I don't know if you knew this or not, but with landfill you can, or yeah, it's called landfill, right? With foundation, I guess is what it's called. You can actually even hide certain things. Let me see where it's at. I think it's... yeah, so this is where you can restore, and here you can bury. So if I shrink this down a bit, I can do that, and now it's buried underneath there, right? And then if I want it back, I can just come back like that and restore it. So we can bury it and just keep going, but if I bury it, then I'll probably forget to come back. I mean, I guess it does show up as a label, though, on here. So we've got enough supplies elsewhere. Yeah, I guess I'm going to make one of these right now, though. I just realized that this has the wrong one on here too. Take a little stack of that, and I'll throw back part of that. Need these. Alright, so first, it's time to get rid of these 1, 2, 3, 5 of these. I want to add them back because I don't want to be losing out on power. Yep, still good for power. Alright, let's make sure this is working. And it is. And these are the things that we can charge ourselves with it. And so what that would save is burning fuel. But since I'm not handcrafting anything, I really don't need to put these anywhere. If I start doing a lot of movement and run out of fuel, then yes, it would be useful. But really, right now, I don't need them. It's more useful for when you're doing lots of things. So, okay. So getting this higher end stuff done. I know there will be an upgrade to these at some point as well. So we can include that in this section so that we'll have a place to upgrade it when it's time. And yeah, I am going to hide this then. Guess I'm not going to need that yet because we don't have the upgrade yet. Oh, this is going to need 3 things. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Obviously the first thing is going to be this. Did I grab the wrong one again? I did grab the wrong one again. Yep, it's going to be slow, but it'll get the job done. And then when we get the upgrade, we can just add that onto the end here. So I think that's all of the items that get upgraded. Now the question is, do I want to add the other stuff like the power? Obviously the new items would be good to have. Especially solar panel, because I'm still kind of tempted to do the solar panel belt. And if I do that, I mean, the equator is just right over here. Right? Oh, wait, I'm north of the equator according to this. So the equator is actually right here, I think. Coming up. I actually discovered this on here. Tells you where you're at. So the equator is this line here. Okay. So I'm actually well, I think that's, yeah, north of the equator, because we can see here it's north. If I ever need to, I can see where that is. And it is possible once I get my logistics set up, then I might want to remove the vast majority of this anyway. It's always fun to think about how I'm going to do stuff here. We're going to need the new buildings, so I've got all of this stuff already. I might as well do it all. I've decided I'll do it all. And actually, as I'm looking at what time it is here, yeah, I'll do a couple more machines before I call it a day. Alright, and I'm gaining back quite a bit of soil too, for the most part, by leveling these hills. And on these I'm going for full boxes, so I'm not going to limit, but this is another one that's going to require 3 separate things. Make sure I got the right ones this time. So obviously, first one's going to be this one anyway. We're going to need the rings to be next. Okay. And of course it's going to take a long time for the iron to get here. But once all this stuff is full, then it'll go through faster. Alright, and actually I'm going to need to call it an episode for today because it's getting kind of late here. So you guys have a wonderful day, and peace out.